Welcome to this alcohol experiment family. My name is Jerome, better known as Romeo Jones. But that's on the topic for another day. But pardon my eyes. They're red because I just got done having a cry. You know what I mean? You ever seen a grown man cry? Listen, ever since I was a young boy, crying used to help me release things. I could be mad, sad, happy, watching Lion King. But I am ready to take this experiment that I've been doing to the next level. All right. Right here, uh, when I turned 23, I started to document. I had to go that I was going to not drink and I was going to do a little bit of work here and there with the books, but I didn't really have a plan. And the phrase that I'm leaving by right now is done is the new perfect. And failing to plan is planning to fail, especially for me, right? You got to know who you are. I have some friends, they can wake up and wing the day. But I actually dated this girl many years ago, like when I was graduating high school. And Allie O, every morning when she would wake up, she would just make a quick list of the things she wanted to get done. And this girl was super productive, right? And I just thought back on that. So now what I'm planning to do is, um, so um, bear with me here, you all. And I know I don't have the best equipment and things like that, but we'll get better with time. This alcohol thing has taken me to the low lows. I mean, I almost got fired this week for no call, no show 2 days in a row because I decided to go gamble, right? So I'm dealing with some things inside of me. But anyways, uh, last year my birthday is April 24th. It's actually in 30 days, right? Wow, time flies. I started this on I was, turning 33. Now I'm 34. And what I have here is I just started to document after I went on a bender here in May, right? Because I was good. Starting on my birthday, I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Had a situation, share more of that later. But what I have here is my days in the red and my days in the green, right? And I started out 2024 good. The first time I experimented with alcohol willingly, when I was young, maybe between 3 and 4 years old, my stepdad gave me some alcohol for some bubble gum. I actually have the bubble gum, but it's not with me just to show it. Like somebody influenced me to do alcohol for a pack of bubble gum. And I remember we went to Jules after I drank it. This is horrible. I want my gum. We go to Jules. I'm in Jules running into the aisles, knocking over the aisles. I was a little guy back then, so I couldn't knock it over. But I remember I'm like, what is going on with me? I can't even enjoy my bubble gum. But to the point, back in 2007, bringing in 2008, that was the first time that I willingly got drunk. I was a junior in high school, 17 years old. And so this New Year's, I'm like, hey, dude, it's been 16 years, right? 16, 17 years, whatever. This would be a good day to stop. So anyways, it was good. But listen, let me dive into this because these videos go really, really fast. I look up, it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I know we all have lives, but through my darkness, I found my purpose. And that purpose right now is to get myself free of alcohol. Okay. Not, I am an alcoholic, you know, I've been 15 years sober and I'm still miserable. I can't drink, but to completely remove the desire to drink, like when I was a teenager, right? Before 17, right? 15, 16, and still 17 and 18. But I wanted to play Big Ten football for the University of Michigan. And if I didn't get into Michigan, for the University of Illinois, right? And I'm from Chicago, Illinois. So that's a state school for me. But things didn't go that way. So anyway, I got this, right? This is what I call this alcohol experiment, the name of this channel. All right. I'm getting a little glare there. But this woman here who wrote this book, Annie Grace, this alcohol experiment, who's actually a marketer by default, I guess you could say, in her career, marketers do a lot of market research. So Annie's story is not like mine in terms of why I began to drink. I come from a bloodline of trauma. My mother's side raised me. I knew my father's side very well, but my mother's side raised me. And my mother's side is Haitian. And so my mother's first generation Haitian, right? So my mother was literally raised by Haitians. And there's a lot of trauma there. I mean, to this day, you look at Haiti, it's like, wow, you know? And so, what I want to do here right now is I want to read to you from, there's 24 chapters in this book. I want to read to you from I want to read the 24th fourth chapter to you because this is truly where I am, all right? And the 24th chapter is called Pay It Forward, all right? Pay it forward. And that's what I'm about to do, all right? So follow me here. I just want to read to you. Hopefully it doesn't take me longer than 8 minutes. I don't know. So starts with a quote. Don't spend your precious time asking, why isn't the world a better place? The question to ask is, how can I make it better? To that, there is an answer. Leo F. Basaglia. Okay. Life is an incredible journey. It can be hard to understand why we are here and what it all means. I am convinced that our responsibility as humans is to take care of and respect each other and this planet, our home. But in order to do that, we must first take care of and respect ourselves. You are one of the brave. You will pioneer this change, helping save our children, our society, and our future. We must love ourselves first, take care of ourselves, change our habits and behaviors, and then we can change the world. How do we have a chance of overcoming war or hunger or saving our beautiful Mother Earth if we don't first love ourselves? How can we become enlightened, open minded enough to accept other humans with love and respect when we don't respect our own decisions? I can't begin to tell you how much you will accomplish when you are mentally and physically healthy. When you combine your health with a true sense of self acceptance, self respect, and self love, there's nothing you can't do. There's a way to change our world. It's cliche, but it truly starts within. By solving our own problems with alcohol, we will have the mental capacity, the internal love, and the drive to solve the world's problems. They say peace begins at home, and your truest home is inside yourself. Take your time, adjust to your new life, enjoy breaking all the associations. It's a game for me, doing something I couldn't have imagined without a drink and enjoying it more than ever. It reinforces my resolve and fills me with gratitude. And then here's another quote. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. Uh, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tzu. Your body and mind will soon heal from the trauma of drinking and hating yourself for it. Your body is incredible. It will quickly purge itself of the poison. Your mind may take a bit longer. You may have doubts, lingering cravings, or times of disbelief. That's all okay. Don't worry. And don't worry not to think about it. A 1987 study from Harvard confirmed that when you try to repress certain thoughts, you think about them more. It's okay to think about what comes naturally into your head. Just think. That's the important part. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. One day in the very near future, when you feel at peace and whole, perhaps your gratitude will overflow. There is incredible power in giving someone else the gift you have been given and helping someone become free. It is an amazing and life affirming thing to help another person, either individually or by joining me in this movement. Let's ensure we and our children exercise the right level of caution with alcohol. There is there is so much to be done, from simply helping one person to getting in touch and spreading the word. Helping other people is one of life's greatest secrets of happiness. Compassion is actually quite selfish. The Dalai Lama said in a TV interview on ABC News, the practice of compassion is ultimately to benefit you. So I usually say we are selfish, but be wise selfish, helping others rather than foolish selfish, only helping yourself. In fact, exercising compassion and helping other people is incredibly satisfying. Brain scans show that acts of kindness register in our brain pleasure centers, much like eating chocolate. The same pleasure centers in the brain light up when we get a gift as when we donate to charity. Helping others ultimately helps you. It is an amazing and completely natural high over and over. It has been shown that service to others is a vital part of our happiness as human beings. Do it. Pay it forward. Go gently and remember never to judge. Change starts here. Change starts now. And you are the most important part of this change. Y'all see, I'm still getting emotional. I just read this before I'm reading it to y'all. You know, uh, the world needs you to be your best. The world needs you to help save it one person at a time. At the end of the day, this naked mind is about a mind that comes to care for and respect itself just as it is, just as it came into this world. Simply naked. Remove all the pollutants you struggle with. When we do that, we save ourselves and prepare this amazing planet. and all its incredible inhabitants for the next generation, for our children. Pay it forward. It's your turn. All right. And then there's just two more pages really fast. And Annie writes to Dear Reader. All right. And I want to read this to you as if it was coming from me. Okay. Dear Reader, because it is. This is my time to pay it forward in this world. And this is where I'm going to begin. All right. Maybe in 10 years from now, 15 years, I'll be talking about how to be a good dad or something like that. But right now, it's going to start with putting the bottle down. Okay. If you feel inspired to pay it forward, there's one simple and powerful action you can take immediately. Share your story. You might worry that your story isn't relevant or that no one can relate. Alcohol addiction does not discriminate. It touches people from every walk of life. Ooh, from the park bench to Park Avenue, baby. No matter your story, someone will be touched and inspired by what you have to say. Your story will provide hope. It may change someone's life. Imagine that. Me changing someone's life. But let me read. Perhaps you are thinking, wait, I'm not ready to commit to give up drinking. That is not important. This naked mind is not about rules. It's about knowledge and awareness. It's about ending internal struggle and finding peace with yourself, no matter what that means for you. What will inspire people is how your perspective has changed. If you have taken small actions like choosing not to drink on a single occasion and realizing you enjoyed yourself, that is powerful. That is worth sharing. Together we can break down the societal conditioning that constantly tells us alcohol is a vital part of life. Your voice is important. It can be just as significant to give someone hope that they could enjoy dinner out without wine than to tell them you've sworn off booze forever. Tell your story as raw and real and true as it is. If there is hope, write about it. Peace, write about it. Fear, write about it. Struggle, write about it. Just tell it, and tell it from the heart. Alcohol addiction remains a hidden and stigmatic problem marked by denial and fear. There are millions suffering alone, afraid to ask the question, am I drinking too much? We worry others will think we have a problem or that we will have to admit to having an incurable illness. So we tell ourselves and everyone else and everyone around us that we are fine, saving our concerns for midnight Google searches with our private browsers turned on. This is where your story, anonymous or not, will greet others just like you. This is where your story will make a difference, sparking hope for someone. We must be brave and vulnerable, letting those who still suffer know that they are not alone in their struggle. We must force these questions and answers out into the open. We must let people know that there is hope and that life truly is much better when alcohol is a small and irrelevant part of my life. And I'm almost done, 2, 3 more paragraphs, but just to add to that, I proved that to myself. And even though I've only been doing this for 11 months exactly today, the last 11 months is the reflection of the last 15 years when you really think about it. If you are considering it but are stuck on what to write, I recommend starting at the beginning. When did you start to drink and how did you feel about it? Talk about your drinking life and how it progressed. Oof, I got some stories for you. Share some of the more poignant moments in your journey. Describe when you realized you needed to change and why. What has that journey looked like? Conclude with how you feel today in this moment. Do you feel a glimmer of hope for the first time in a long time? Share that. Are you planning to give up drinking? Share that. Again, the only requirement is that you are heartfelt and honest, and you might be surprised. Writing your story may prove a powerful step in your own journey. You may find writing to be freeing and healing. There are many ways to share your story. I will be honored to feature your story on my blog, thisnakedmind.com/blog. You can email me at hello@thisnakedmind.com. Alternatively, you can set up an independent personal blog. That's where I'm going. All right. Or join my social blogging site at thisnakedmindcommunity.com, where people blog about their journey and help others who are looking for support and inspiration. Thank you for considering sharing your story, and no matter what you decide, I wish you the best in your journey. You are amazing. Never forget it. I haven't heard that in a while. Someone tell me I'm amazing. And then she finishes with a quote. She loves quotes. She picks great ones. You are very powerful, provided you know how powerful you are. Yogi Bahan. Love, Annie Grace. P.S. If you're looking for more support in your journey, visit thisnakedmind.com for additional resources and next steps, or sign up for my weekly newsletter. Maybe maybe you need a practical way to get started. Why not simply commit to 30 days alcohol free? Join me for a 30-day alcohol experiment at alcoholexperiment.com. I actually own this alcoholexperiment.com, you know what I mean? And he got alcohol experiment, but this is the alcohol experiment. And my mind's just been like, okay, where do I begin? Where do I begin? And then I stall out. Even when I'm in the green, I may end up at the casino gambling, you know what I'm saying? Shoot dice, you know what I'm saying? 6, 8, 500 each. Ooh, 7 out like the table just knew, Anyway, that's another story. And so there's a lot here, but understand that it took me a while to get here. And I'm going to start this today. And what I want to do for the next 30 days is share what I'm blogging or share what I'm doing. All right. Each day, there's journal prompts that are available. I actually have my prompts right here. I just went to the library and printed them out because I don't have the physical copy. But I want to make a part 2 to this video. But truly, what I just read to you, it brought tears to my eyes as I'm reading. And she's like, "Hey, share your story." And for the longest time, I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing on Earth. I know I wanted to help people, but I didn't know how. So I worked on a golf course. Right, I got a lot of satisfaction from that, and I got paid extremely well for what I was doing. I got paid to help people, help members and guests around the golf course get drunk and gamble. Right, so I had to have a little grace in myself because a previous life, getting drunk was a part of the job. You get to the tee, Mr. Best, like, Jerome, you having a drink? I'm like, no, not today, Mr. Best. Oh, that means you having two. Oh, man, Mr. Best. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, it was just part of the gig, man. But I really am passionate about this. And just to get myself going with this YouTube channel, and Lord knows there's a lot of other things. And I work 4 days a week. Right, I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. My life is committed to America's Diner. Okay, yeah, I'm a waiter at the diner, and it takes up a lot. You know what I mean? I have a long commute, things like that. But we're gonna get this going, you all, because it's a big deal, especially for me. All right, so I want to make a part 2 to this that's not that long, and go from there. Much love, y'all.